I told you, the Nuggets ain't got no chance. Russell Westbrook, he is not the same player. It is over. The Clippers owner, Steve Ballmer, new arena. They need to pay off that arena. They got to pay off the loans. Clippers got to make it to the next round to pay off the arena loans from whichever bank financed the new Intuit. Don't I told you that I told you. And now, what was the other thing going on too with the Clippers and the Thunder? The second thing is SGA. He spent one season with the Clippers, then the Clippers traded him and 5 first round draft picks to the Thunder in exchange for Paul George. So there you go. It's a wrap. The series is over. Quite frankly, I believe if the series is not over in 5 games, then basically Clippers win game 3. Nuggets win game 5. Clippers win game 4. Nuggets win game 5. Clippers win game 6. If they want to squeeze in another game at that new arena, they can. And who's to say that the Clippers can start out 3-0 in the new arena when they win game 3, 4, and 6 against the Nuggets? So it's like, get one last win at home if you're the Nuggets and, give the Clippers a blowout win in game 6. I think I would not be surprised to see the Clippers win to go 3-0 in the playoffs at the new Intuit Dome, basically, is what I can see happening the rest of the way. The Clippers won't lose a game in that new arena until they face off against former Clipper SGA in the Thunder. For me, I think it's pretty easy to go undefeated in the first round, 8-for-8, right? The Magic are not beating the Celtics. No one is. Whoever's the 8th seed is not going to beat the Cavs. So whoever it is, Miami, I guess. No one. The Grizzlies were not going to beat the Thunder, right? So that's 3 easy rounds. And NBA's been struggling with money, with ratings, I should say, in the first season after the new CBA. So even though the Knicks appeared like they struggled, NBA want that Knicks-Celtics matchup. So Knicks going to be in the second round. The Knicks is another easy prediction. Let's start with the one where it's a little bit 50-50. So I had people predicting Giannis in the Bucks to go through. The only problem with that, there needs to be one star every single offseason where the media is trying to push to go to a different market. So this could be quite a crazy offseason. We have Kevin Durant, who could leave the loser Phoenix Suns if the Bucks lose in 5 or if they get swept. And Giannis Middleton is gone. Chris Middleton is gone. Giannis may want a new chapter, a new journey, a new chapter. Yes, and Giannis does love New York, from what I hear. The New York Knicks, if they need to swap KAT for Giannis, Kevin Durant, that's what I can see happening. So, number 2, the Cavs are going to be in the conference finals. And the Pacers were in last year's conference finals. So last year's conference finalist against this year's conference finalist. That's why Indiana made sense. I had the Pacers. So that's, I think, 5 series. Jimmy Butler's hurt. So let me climb down that ladder. The Lakers and the Timberwolves, Joakim, LeBron, and Luka, you not lose in the first round with these guys when you've been winning all season during the second half of the year. You're far better than Minnesota. You've been playing among as the best teams record-wise since January, since the All-Star break. You're not losing to this Timberwolves team enough said. So I Lakers, another easy prediction because NBA need revenue. Lakers through to the next round. I mean, the East Coast is easy. You had to at least predict, Cavs, Celtics, and Knicks to go through. I mean, the only one that there was you could call a 50-50 was Indiana and Milwaukee. But Doc Rivers is affiliate. Darvin Ham is a Hamro. He's a good guy to have a drink, but Darvin Ham is a Hamro. The Indiana Pacers make the most sense. Plus, Tyrese Halliburton about to be a star. That's another guy. Conference finals, conference semifinals. So, Rockets and the Warriors. Joakim LeBron against Stephen Curry with new additions to produce the spice in the suspense. So it's Joakim LeBron against Stephen Curry. It's another Lakers Warriors matchup, but there's no Anthony Davis. There is Luka Doncic, and without splash brother Klay Thompson, but there is Jimmy Butler. Just seeing these new faces from the 2 years ago, Joakim LeBron, Stephen Curry makes it a matchup where the NBA can survive the bad regular season ratings. You give them a matchup that can produce the effect of the NBA Finals ratings-wise. Joakim LeBron and against Stephen Curry, but then these two dimensions. You can't compare the series 2 years ago to this one when you've got these different players. And with that being said, are the Warriors really going to lose because there's questions as far as Jimmy Butler's injury status goes? He'll be back at some point, right? It's just a matter of when. Realistically speaking, he's probably out Saturday. Now, I don't know. Someone told me the Rockets were an underdog. So is Jimmy Butler going to play on Saturday? Let me do a quick Google search. I thought they're supposed to do the MRI, I think, today. So I've heard nothing about Jimmy Butler. A deep glute muscle contusion. Let me just type in Jimmy Butler game 3. I mean, for me, this series has to end at Houston because Jimmy Butler's born at Houston. And basically, with that being said, it's either game 5 or game 7. And the NBA would love to squeeze in the revenue again. If the regular season ratings are poor, you have to have games, as many games as you can until the next round. Now, it doesn't mean that every series has to go 7 games, but there are certain series that must go the distance. The 2 series that I think that could go game 7 is Warriors, Rockets, and New York Knicks, Detroit Pistons. There's 2 series right there that can go 7 games. If a Warriors go to game 7, it's it's May the 4th. We have Game 7 at the Garden. They lost against Indiana last year. They can get Game 7 is Saturday, May the 3rd, if they mix up against the Pistons in a Game 7. Basically, Game 4 is Knicks is 22 or Pistons is 31. And I'd say it's going to be a tied series because it's a Cinderella story when you've lost 14, 15 straight playoff games. Then you get that win at the Garden. Then you get these people at Detroit all hyped up. So I do think that the Pistons have to get a home win. And ultimately, I believe Mikal Bridges, the New York Knicks are not going to deem him worthy of getting an extension. This is going to pave the way for them to get Kevin Durant. Well, we'll see what happens with the Jimmy Butler status because I was of the opinion if this goes 7 games and Rockets win Game 3 and Jimmy Butler comes back and the Warriors start clawing back and they get their victory. Jimmy Butler's birthday to Game 7 or Game 5. It's in the Houston Rockets play with a little nasty streak to them, and they beat the Thunder. So this series got to go 6-7 games, and for me, I just like Jimmy Butler's going to ball it up at his birthplace, Game 7. Dillon Brooks. It makes Joakim LeBron look a lot better if he destroys Dillon Brooks, but then Dillon Brooks destroys the Warriors. I think this guy is going to lose to both Joakim LeBron 2 years ago, and then he's going to lose against Stephen Curry. So Dillon Brooks would end up losing to the 2 GOATs of the game. Excuse me, not 2 GOATs of the game. Or I should say the 2 best of this current era. So all eyes on Pacers Bucks because if the Bucks get back into the series, then this could mean that Lakers in 5 is possible. We are not needed to play on Friday, May the 2nd for the early game if the Bucks get back in the series, but that's only if the Bucks get back into the series. Well, I see right there, Bucks won 8 straight games, and that's probably why everyone was jumping on the Bucks for this round because of the winning streak, but I'm just ignoring all that noise because it is Darvin Ham. Damian Lillard was out. Whatever's going on with him. Is he going to come back? You see, NBA is a full soap opera. Jimmy Butler gets hurt and he comes back and the Warriors are down. They need Jimmy Butler. And then the Bucks are down 2-0. Then everyone's waiting for Damian Lillard to come back. And suddenly Dame starts balling or something to get these guys back in the series. So it definitely does feel like a soap opera. And soap opera is definitely a right term. Bonnie calls it a movie. I agree. A movie, a script, a soap opera, all of the above. The one Inter Miami comment, who gives a fuck about that MLS, but they lose to an MLS team instead of a Mexican team. But never underestimate Messi magic at Chase. Is it called Chase Field at Fort Lauderdale where they play? Anyway, Messi magic, I believe, fino alla fine until the end. El fin. I believe in tomorrow. I believe in the mission. I see comebacks against the Thunder and the Celtics. We whip the ass of the Royals. If their series ends in 7 games, then, Lakers, we got to come out for some blood. Mamba style, come out and beat these guys down. That's what we got to do. Again, I'm not getting you bristic at all. I'd be stunned if I don't see Warriors Lakers. I mean, logically speaking, you're smart enough to know This 33rd NBA Finals appearance in GOAT King LeBron must be 3-3 in the playoffs against Stephen Curry. The Freemasons believe in balance and harmony. GOAT King LeBron, the injury to Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving, the victory. He cries for Kevin Durant, the two cheap-ass victories. Then he beats him without when he joins the Lakers and they Warriors don't have Kevin Durant. Then there's no Kevin Durant. Then they all level. And they all level, but see, Stephen Curry's only wins they occur when Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving got injured, and he cried for Kevin Durant. But at the end of the day, Stephen Curry has to be 3-3 against GOAT King LeBron. GOAT King LeBron has to be 3-3 against Stephen Curry in the playoffs. So it's over. It's all Freemasonic game. It's all over, Golden State Warrior fan. I know nothing. We coming for y'all. We coming for y'all. We coming for y'all again, as we did 2 years ago. Because it's over for you bums. GOAT King LeBron owns your motherfuckers. You only won when Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving got injured. You only won when you cried for Kevin Durant, arguably number 2 in the league behind GOAT King LeBron, until he made the worst decision ever in the history of North American sports free agency. But yeah, Lakers Thunder, I think it's easy to go 15-0 in the playoffs. Again, I feel confident that the Pacers going to hold on, that the Knicks going to hold on, that the Clippers are going to hold on. I think one of my predictions will be comebacks. I think the Warriors going to be down, and they need Stephen Curry to own the Rockets and Dylan Brooks again. These men and they cheap shots on the Houston Rockets. And Steph beats Udoka again, because wasn't he the coach of the Celtics when they lost against Stephen Curry in the 22 finals, right? So he's going to beat Udoka again. That Warriors-Rockets Game 7, damn. 1:30 game, everyone watching, man. Stephen Curry. There's no NFL. There's no college football. Adam Silver, he's eyeing that Stephen Curry against the number 2 seed. Game 7. This would be too big of an opportunity for the NBA to pass up. I believe the Rockets must win Game 3. The Rockets be blowing. Oh my God, Jimmy Butler's hurt. The Warriors are done. They all ended. And Jimmy Butler comes back, but he's not performing. He's performing injured. He ain't 100%. This dude look cooked. Jimmy Butler got to turn into playoff Jimmy Butler, and people start hyping this guy against GOAT King LeBron. Ain't nothing. There's only one team. The LA Lakers. Undrafted. He like Kobe Bryant. Austin Reeves. College basketball. Oklahoma Sooners win the conference title at Oklahoma, where he played college basketball. Undrafted free agent Austin Reeves get the job done against the Thunder. The Lakers beat their former champion 2020. And Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso. I miss this guy. But you see, Lakers going to go up against Alex Caruso again. So there's 2 elements of the storyline to break down for the Lakers against the Thunder. They start confusing you because the Warriors beat the Thunder at some time in regular season. But you see, that's a distraction. Those are the 2 big storylines I see with the Thunder and the Lakers. LA's fake team can't beat the Thunder, the LA Flippers. But LA's real team, the LA Lakers, gonna beat the Thunder. Clippers record in conference finals. They won a semifinal. I think is 1-8. I don't think they were there. They were 0-8. They went 1-8 because Utah's 18. So the Clippers are 1-8 in a conference semifinal. And it's not Utah that's 18. It's Jazz that's 18. But then it's easy. Clippers fought to 1-9 because Lakers 19th title for the back-to-back. But most of all, Shai Gilgeous Alexander is the Comanche. The Clippers fallen to 1-9 in the conference semifinal. Clippers improved to 2-9 in the conference semifinal because the repeat is on. The Lakers going to repeat. They win the conference finals over the Clippers next year. Go King LeBron. I think he's got to win the conference title next year at Staples at Crypto Arena. And they won't do voluntary like that, losing at this Intuit Dome to clincher for Go King LeBron. No, we head back to Staples Crypto Arena and we get the job done against the Clippers in the conference finals of next year. LA Clippers 48, and then, of course, Go King LeBron's 48th playoff series win is against the Clippers in the conference finals. So the 2019-2020, where everyone would be like, Go King LeBron and Kawhi conference finals out west. And then that 3-1 comeback for the Nuggets in the conference semifinal to deny the Lakers Clippers. It couldn't happen in the bubble, but it's got to happen in front of fans at the new arena. The big show next year. I'm already excited for next year. We're going to whip all the asses this year. I'm already excited for next year, too. These guys ain't know nothing. They ain't knowing nothing about going up against the LA Lakers. Do they know what they have coming? They can't be down 2-1 every playoff series. They've got to be up 2-1. I don't think this can be too tricky. We're not going to be down 2-1 every single round of the playoffs. I mean, come on. Can't one playoff series be a Miami-style beatdown? And that's the easy round, the first round, right? But then there'll be crying, there'll be tears, there'll be moments of nervousness and anxiety. And all that is sad. But they gotta come back and beat the Thunder and the Celtics. But for now, lowest point total for the Timberwolves all season long. The road shouldn't mean anything for the Lakers. If Golden State's 41, why can't we win the series 4-1? Why cannot we win 4-1? Why cannot? But why can't they win 4-1? Why can't I win 4-1? Why cannot I win 4-1? Do I want to win 4-1? I hope I win 4-1. Man was thinking he Michael Jordan last year. He needed to be humble. Humble. This boy need to be humble. He ain't no Michael Jordan. He ain't win no nothing. He ain't win no Western Conference trophy. He ain't win no nothing. Period. When was the last time Lakers won a road game? It may have been OKC. The Trailblazers game, they rested everybody. They played against Houston. Last road win is against the Dallas Mavericks. And if we don't win tomorrow, then we win our next road game 18 days after beating Dallas. Wonder what the betting trends are for tomorrow. I mean, let's put it this way. If Lakers win game 3, then Lakers in 5 is on. Then you're going to put more and more money on game 4 and game 5 because the Lakers going to win in 5, right? So you're going to put a whipping big bet on Sunday. What if they have Lakers losing on Sunday? Because, hypothetically speaking, if it's Lakers in 5, it's Lakers 2-1, and game 5 is at home, and just win one more on the road, you could bet more money on that Sunday game. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. This is truly legendary. Goat King LeBron is the one and only GOAT. If this guy leads comebacks in every single round, this is the Magical Mammoth style championship. Warriors are going to win in 7. I certainly hope Lakers win tomorrow. Why can't I win tomorrow? Warriors are locked to go through the next round. Warriors! 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 There's no reason why this team should be down 2-1 unless if it's completely fake choreographed garbage to make Minnesota look good. The which series? The Knicks going to go through. The Pacers going to go through. Looking great. Pacers going to go through again. I had Clippers. Clippers going through again. Balling. Big time. Big time. We going to win the game. We're going to win the series. We can win the series tomorrow. We're going to win game 3, and this means we win the series. Oh, hell yeah. I think it's 56 days after Luka's birthday or his debut. I forgot which one, but I don't give a damn. Lakers in 5, 10. It's no longer possible. Lakers in 5 games. It's about the 5 ritual. Lakers in 5 games. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5 games. Yeah, no, nothing. Don't get buttons. Come on, go clean the bar. We got this. We got this. We winning the game tomorrow. We winning the game. These guys ain't nothing! Coming for you! Go keep the butt and elixir! The greatest show ever in the history of the world! You ain't no nothing! How many playoff games has Goat King LeBron played with the LA Lakers entering tomorrow's game at the Toyota? It's the revenge for stealing his birthday. His foot was not on the line. You stole the game from us 2 years ago. December 30, you robbed Goat King LeBron on his goddamn motherfucking 38th birthday. Damn well I'm winning at Minnesota. His foot was not on the line. And you robbed his birthday. His goddamn birthday. We get it the bench tomorrow. You do my go dirty like that on his 39th birthday. You bastard. Gokina Bond is gonna go off on you motherfuckers at the same place where you fucked over his 39th birthday. His foot was not on the line. You robbed Gokina Bond on his birthday on the very same day that people, they thought the Lions got absolutely ripped off against the Dallas Cowboys on Monday Night Football. They say he was ineligible. Lions got the touchdown of the 2-point, and Gokina Bond got screwed on that same day. So either this Toyota, this Target Arena, this Target Center, this Target Arena, whatever you want to call it, Joking LeBron says it's getting the fans for screwing the guy on his birthday. My guy, Shannon Sharpe, Gokina Bond Nation, he's not going to be on the ESPN First Take. Is she out for money? Yes, she is. Yes, she is. He likes kinky sex. But what you do in your private life, of course, companies can fire you if what you do in your outside life, it is deemed against their company values. Unfortunately for Shannon, ESPN may have the right to make an executive call, but it seems like they're sticking by Shannon Sharpe, and the legal process will work itself, and the gold digger is out for money. She is out for money. She was like, Shannon, go choke me some more. You know, she was begging for it, you know. So Shannon Sharpe, this could be a humiliation ritual because he's negotiating a $100 million contract. Well, of course, it could be humiliation ritual, but this girl know what she's doing. She knows he negotiated the contract, and she says she wants half of it. I'm going to BS the audio. I'm going to make Shannon look like he abused and choked me, but she never left Shannon Sharpe. She didn't want to press criminal charges. She wanted to go straight to the civil route, right? So she's looking to hit the lottery on this with Shannon Sharpe. And unfortunately, again, Gokina Bond is the Messiah, and he is Jesus. They throw the stones, they throw the twigs at him like they did. You know, Gokina Bond Nation, Shannon Sharpe, they're keeping Shannon Sharpe from enjoying the celebrations because he says he won't be back until training camp. So Shannon Sharpe won't even be on the show while Gokina Bond is winning the title. But I guess for anyone who follows Shannon Sharpe, he'll still be making clips and commentary, I presume, but just not doing it on the ESPN network. A lot of people are into kinky sex, you know. Shannon is, 56-year-old messing with a 19-year-old, okay. There's a little bit of a problem. There's a creepy old guy, whatever, you know, like Bill Belichick. But this dude got played. He comes across as wise old unk on his show, and he just totally he got absolutely played. He didn't go through the wise old unk route, surely. He could have found someone pretty hot, pretty fine ass. She don't have to be 18. She could be accomplished 28 and she ain't some OG OF OnlyFans model looking for a payout, right? I mean, Shannon really bottled this. But again, he's a Super Bowl winner, a 3-time Super Bowl winner. He's a hit star as far as commentary goes, as an entertainer, as a pundit, and he thought he was untouchable. I think the ego got the best of the guy. He's thinking with his dick and not with his mind. He got played by the girl. He did. But I hope he's okay. And again, he seems kind of creepy with that kinky sex with, girls under 20 or whatever. I wouldn't, do that to anyone under 20. Maybe of course, anyone who says they don't want to go for a younger girl, they're kidding themselves. But the age gap, 18 is 56, right? Damn, creepy old grandpa. And she thinks he's disgusting too. She called him ugly in her court filing, but of course, just like Bill Belichick's girlfriend, he's an old, disgusting old fart, but you kind of suck through it, and you at least try to inherit Bill Belichick's money, and he's in the little lime spotty. He gets some fine ass young ass girl toward the twilight of his life, basically, because when's he gonna die? But he didn't rape her. She begged for it. She begged to be dominated, to be lynched, to be choked, to be dominated, And she is full of shit, basically. But the kind of stuff Shannon Sharpe is into. Disney is the king of all pedophiles, so I find it all ironic that, of course, ESPN owned by Disney. And Disney is deep into the pedophilic occult. And they are all into this kind of kinky stuff not with young children. We're talking about Disney as the organization and the institution. So any company can fire someone, whatever has happened, some detail in their private life. It doesn't coincide with a company's core values. But if ESPN's owned by Disney, Disney's part of the pedophile ring, surely it would be ironic for Disney to fire Shannon Sharpe, but they're sticking by Shannon Sharpe. No surprise. He's a ratings bomb, and Disney into all that kinky stuff all the time, and so it's no surprise. Shannon got played by this girl, but hopefully it resolves itself. Why should we all obsess over what one guy is doing in his private life? It's not like he raped anyone or anything. I mean, she was coming back to him. She was coming back to him. So this case here says a lot about both. It says a lot about the extortionist. And you hear the little clip that Busby has made a living out of targeting these athletes. It's inaudible. Seconds go by until she says the next thing. So their audio clips are obviously edited if you listen to it. Anyway, hopefully Shannon can speak the good word about Goat King the Bond, and we hear more from Shannon Sharpe and his own platforms, shaming Goat King the Bond's biggest supporter, sending him to the sidelines, because the establishment is out to silence Goat King LeBron, but Goat King LeBron is going to beat all of them. They want to keep his biggest voices quiet. This is coming from Michael Jordan's own camp. They don't want Shannon Sharpe boasting that Goat King LeBron is the GOAT. They don't want him spreading the message. This Michael Jordan's camp is in this. Michael Jordan, the Moloch satanic worshiper, is in on this. He wants to keep on living. He wanted to silence him. This runs very, very, very deep. They don't want Shannon Sharpe influencing people, Goat King LeBron, the GOAT. No, they want the little petulant, screaming A. Smith, oh, Goat King LeBron hurt my feelings, coming out with the horse manure coming out of his mouth and his tongue, discrediting Goat King LeBron even long after he wins his fifth ring. So fuck Stephen A. Smith, Uncle Tom, boy. I'm going to run for president. I'm a big narcissistic ass clown. I'm going to defend the Republicans and Donald Trump. Stephen A. Smith is a joke. And this ass clown thinks people are going to actually vote for him for president of the United States. He's a joke. He ain't know nothing about no politics. He's an ass clown on the airwaves with his sport opinions. He's a joke. Everyone knows he loves hearing himself talk. Do we really want this ass clown in the White House? Stephen A. Smith is a narcissist. I used to like him. He did sell out to the agendas, whatever the agendas are, the networks. He used to be good. He used to like Goat King LeBron, the opposite voice to Stephen A. Smith on ESPN First Take, but those days are long gone. Shannon Sharpe, 56 years of age. Yeah, what a coincidence. It's not coincidence. A humiliation ritual, perhaps, says he's close to negotiating to a new contract. It could be worth $100 billion. It's up to the network, of course. It's up to the network. Just because he's looking to settle for $10 million doesn't mean that he's guilty per se. He just doesn't want any more of the stuff that she possesses, the recorded audios, even more leaks that come out. Shannon Sharpe is looking to prevent even more leaks coming out. Just because he wanted to settle for $10 million, it doesn't mean he's guilty. It just means he wants to prevent more stuff from being leaked out by the Tony Busby career lawyer, and obviously this Sly Fox of a OF girl played the old wise zonk Shannon Sharpe. And supposedly he got warned in his own show to not go after these gold digging 19-year-olds. Go for someone a little mature, established. She don't have to be his age, 56. She could be 30. She could be 35. She could be well set off, in a career. And it ain't some OF girl looking for a payout, Shannon Sharpe guy, man. You can find some fine ass people who look they 25, but all that cosmetology, they're 35 to 40, they look 25. Shannon, bro. Shannon, man. What y'all been doing, man? What y'all been doing? I don't think we can look at you as being the unk, the wise unk. Sorry, bro. Sorry. Wise unk will admit he made a mistake. He ain't going to get played by nobody. And he's going to go after a girl that respects him, that really respects him, is not after his money, that likes his personality, that likes his jokes. Shannon, get it together. Don't let the Bond Nation lead you back. This little bitch out there going after your money, trying to tarnish your name. karma is a bitch. It is an equal and opposite reaction to everything that anyone does in this universe. This Tony Busby guy is a real piece of work. I wonder why people hate lawyers. Shannon Sharpe may be a little weird and creepy, but he hadn't committed any crime. That's why LA Police Department he's not under any criminal investigation. Certainly, one of the top voices for Gold Kinnabon Nation has now been wiped out by the Illuminati in the cabal. I feel it's biblical. They'll deny. They deny and deny and deny after the 5th ring. And then Gold Kinnabon is back for some more. And he won the 6th ring when they say he couldn't come back for some more. You see the rate of discredit the GOAT and the king of basketball, period. And that's why the back-to-back is happening, to discredit that loser GOAT Kinnabon hitting balls, looking to further discredit after winning a championship and executing 2 comebacks at 40 years of age and winning finals MVP. Not Luka, GOAT Kinnabon James. Luka obviously makes the Lakers talk that when he plays Gold Kinnabon's position, Gold Kinnabon can get rested. Luka's in the game, and he's running the offense. And Gold Kinnabon gets rested, and someone with a similar skill set is basically running the offense. That's why Lakers are a much better team. That's why they won so many games throughout the second half. J.J. Redick is a real ass motherfucker. We must salute J. Redick. He turned a new asshole on his players. What the hell are you doing? I was wondering what you were doing during game 1. What were you doing during game 1? Supposedly this was during game 2. Ain't enough of this bullshit again. J.J. Redick. He is all in on winning the championship. What's good with the NBA? We good in the NBA? The Bucks Pacers game starts before our game. You won't certainly know where the trajectory of the series and where things are heading as far as a early game on May the 2nd is concerned. If the Bucks win, then now this gets interesting. Yeah, the Nuggets are finished. They're cooked. Forget about these guys. Austin Reed. I wonder how far Norman, Oklahoma is from Oklahoma City. He played college basketball at Norman. We're talking about Austin Reeves. Norman, Oklahoma to Oklahoma City is only a 23-minute drive. A 29-minute drive via another highway, another street. 19 miles. 19 miles separate Norman and Oklahoma City. 19 miles. 19th title for the back-to-back. Now, which quarterback did the Raiders get? They can't even get a quarterback. Awful. Poverty. Oh, my God. There's no quarterback. They don't have Aaron Rodgers. It's a joke. Oh, my God. You sell your soul, you go to Las Vegas. Because all the local people will bet on your local team. And this team is quarterback. They should have more than Vegas. Make a big, magnificent new arena at Oakland or the Bay or Santa Clara. somewhere. I want whatever powder you snorted. Because no matter what, I hope the Raiders do well. But we up against the establishment, we're up against the Chief, we're up against Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers. I mean, man, you gotta be kidding. Does anyone really think the Nuggets gonna win? Any of you guys think the Nuggets gonna win? Believe me, they have zero chance of winning. I'm playing the Thunder. I am playing the Thunder. I am. And I'm gonna whip your ass, OKC. Kevin Durant is surely rooting for Goat King the Pond to beat the Thunder so they don't make the finals without him. The only two teams that I'm thinking about for Kevin Durant's the Knicks, number one, number two, the Thunder. So those two make the most sense. Doing the big market, the Mecca basketball, the birthplace of Michael and Kareem, or head back to OKC and win the title. Those are I would be stunned if Kevin Durant joins a team that is not the Knicks or the Thunder. I can't say I'd be stunned if he joined the Spurs, so Spurs are third on my ranking. Because they about pushing these international superstars. San Antonio Spurs are not out of the equation. If Kevin Durant feels like he can gain more from Greg Popovich, but supposedly he had a health setback, and it looks like it's not looking good for Greg Popovich to return to the sidelines. It's been a while since I blasted nation. I mean, we suck. We're garbage. We're poverty. I root for two poverty teams. My first team, my local team, Arizona Cardinals, number two, the freaking Raiders. But these colors of silver and black are colors of authority, so I'm quite disappointed with this team. They're colors of real authority and dominance. But they're a bunch of slapdicks because NFL hates the Raiders. Those are real colors of authority, silver and black. If Sanders is drafted to the Raiders, hopefully he's gonna be a second round draft pick. I'm happy for the Cardinals draft pick. They got a defensive tackle. They drafted a defensive tackle in the first round last year. They're trying to stop Ron. Who do we draft the Raiders? Ashton Jennings, who's he? Which position does he play? Hey, a running back with the sixth pick. Oh my God. You got to be kidding me. This is a joke. This is a joke. Pass rush. You can, in the NFL, you can win. You can plug running backs as long as your offensive line does well. It's like no running back is your running back better be Barry Sanders or Adrian Peterson or Marshawn Lynch if you draft them in top 10. Running backs are just simply not worth it. It's so hard to find a good left tackle. It's so hard to find an elite pass rusher. These are the positions that I'm speaking about. So hard to find an elite franchise quarterback. Those are the top three positions: left tackle, outside linebacker, and quarterback and left tackle and outside linebacker. I mean, who's our quarter? Okay, Geno Smith's the freaking quarterback. They're all buddy. Springing his Seattle buddy, and there's some journeyman quarterback. See, who the hell is the franchise quarterback? I'm being realist right here. Who's a franchise quarterback, man? It's gay garbage. Seriously. Pete Carroll, wasted old farm. I hope this guy wins game. I'm rooting for the guy. And I'm being real about this team. I know defense will be good. I know Pete Carroll likes to run the ball because he likes to run the ball a lot. That's why I dropped the running back. But Pete Carroll is not Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh is the real deal. He should have been our coach. That's why we're cooked. Sorry. If it's possible for 3 teams in the AFC West to be in the playoffs, maybe. Everybody is all welcome to chime in on the live stream. The haters in the fans. The haters in the fans. You know, the 21st win was the first win back since the wildfires. Just no reason why we shouldn't be 2-1. And again, the theory makes sense. If it's Lakers in 5 and Lakers win game 3, there's going to be lots of Laker money bet on Sunday. Wouldn't it make sense to maybe they feel super confident after Friday and everybody who's a GOAT in the bond or a Laker is going to bet lots and lots of money that the Lakers going to win on Sunday, so we win at the crib on Wednesday? I mean, this could be a perfect setup. I believe the Lakers should win on Friday, so maybe Sunday's a trap game. They give it to Minnesota on the day of rest on Sunday. Regardless, there's no game 7. Luka with a bomb-ass game, and we had our best defensive effort. Should they really lose game 3? Hell no. We've seen from our very own eyes what happened the last game. The best defensive performance of the season, and Luka had his best game as a Laker. Shall carry the momentum to game 3. Carry forward. I wonder what Luka's road record is. I'm very analytical mind. I always ask myself the questions. What's his road record with the Lakers? Sapper! It's NBA basketball where amazing happens. The NBA players be up 2-1. And what's your probability of winning the series when you up 2-1? What is the probability? High intensity into the game tomorrow. Ain't no have to come back and tie the series. Tomorrow's a big game. No. I'm not talking 2-0. I'm talking when a series tied 1-1 and they up 2-1. How many? What's the win percentage rate when a team goes up 2-1 in a series? Adam Silver, you goddamn Jew. If you screw us tomorrow, you fucking Jew, you know what you're doing. You little Jew ass want the Lakers down so the GOAT can upon hating bums tune in on Sunday. The game better not be rigged tomorrow. Adam Silver's a Jew and he's smart and he could have anything planned up his sleeve. Right, Adam Silver! Not! My team needs to be up 2-1! And you a New York Knicks fan, Adam Silver, you are. But doesn't mean your team was going to have GOAT King the Bomb to win the title. And you a New York Knicks fan. And you want Kevin Durant to join your team, and you're the most powerful man in the entire basketball arena. You ordered the Lakers to trade for Luka. And you ordered Nico Harrison to do so. And you're just going to order my loser Phoenix Suns. My loser Phoenix Suns, you're going to order to trade this guy to New York because you a New York Knicks fan and you're scripting your own team's goddamn championship. And Jay Rick, come out that video on Adam Silver. He wants Kevin Durant to join the New York, his favorite team, the New York Knicks. Right, Adam, your Gormatria is 19. Lakers 19 times. You don't give a damn if the Lakers lose against the Knicks because the rituals for doking upon the tie Kareem and MJ at their birthplace of New York City. Now, you'll have Kevin Durant win your team the championship. What I'd like to know is how much time is from Kevin Durant's birthday to Adam Silver's birthday. That may explain the New York Knicks next championship. I am a big baller team from a whole nother cold. LA Clippers win the 2027 Finals championship because I am correct, because the Clippers are about to beat the Denver Nuggets. And I know this team is headed in the right direction. I mean, Kawhi with 3 different franchises is going to get their job done. Where the Kawhi haters at? He's never going to play another game, blah, blah, blah. You see, I ain't get enough credit. You see, when I predict Kawhi to win the championship, how far back in the time? 2023, 2022? That's what I be talking. He's got to win for Kevin Durant because obviously his legs are bad. This kind of stuff is still true. And again, Kevin Durant doesn't have the bad legs that Kawhi has. So wait another year for Kawhi, for Kevin Durant to win the championship after Kawhi wins in 2027. I can listen to the Shannon Sharpe fraud tourney ran after Super Bowl 58. This was music to the ears. Again, people are because they bet on the Lions, they hate the Lions, and so they're too emotional. They're too emotional. I discredit every single one of them. They're not using logic when analyzing whether the Lions have a chance. And I did bet the Lions to win the NFC, but you let your emotions control and dictate your thinking. Eagles have no chance of making it to next year's Super Bowl. The Lions, simply 18 players on injured reserve was too much. And Lions going to win the NFC next year. Jared Goff's going to play at where his childhood at the Bay Area. Okay, there's the rant. There's the rant.
Ambassador has opened a new world for me. Now we get to hang out with NFL fans all season long. See you on game day.
See y'all on game day.
You know, none of us have a ton of experience.
Loser 41ers and bloody guys luck.
Because you know, Dio, I want to know what I need. And guess what? I get an extra down because I get rules a couple years ago because everybody.
And,
You had a 2-point lead. He was a joker.
At least a field goal, and if we did, then we thought it was in our hands after that.
Make it win the game tomorrow.
Yeah, I didn't even really know what was going on in terms of that. They put on the scoreboard, and everyone was like, "Oh, even if you score, they get a chance still." So,
coaching staff ever approach that at all this week? Letting you guys know that there is a time when it goes to OT, like this rules are different.
I wasn't aware of it.
You know what? I didn't even realize that the playoff rules were different in overtime. So I assumed you just want the ball because you score a touchdown and win. But I guess that's not the case. So I don't totally know the strategy there.
You guys have talked about?
No, we haven't talked about it. No.
Okay. I'm coming to you on this one, Shannon. This was a little surprising for me to hear the Niners players admitting they didn't even know the OT rules. Can you break that down for me?
No, and I would have never admitted that publicly.
Right.
Just they changed the rules a couple years ago because everybody felt that whoever got the ball between the Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, that's who was going to win the game. And so the NFL, because it used to be sudden death, any score in overtime, the first two score, the game was over. But they said, you know what? It doesn't seem fair. Now, if you kick a field goal, you don't win. We're going to give the other team a possession. And then Patrick Mahomes comes back. He gets the field goal range in 13 seconds. They get the ball in overtime, and they win. The NFL says, you know what? Patrick Mahomes is so good, we want everybody to have a possession. You know, this is elementary school. So everybody should get an award. Everybody should participate in the overtime. And you didn't know that? Even if yes, that's been a rule. Everybody should know that. Come on, guys. Yeah. But you didn't score a touchdown, so it didn't even matter. You're talking about if you had scored.
is a joke.
Doesn't matter. You didn't score. I like the ball. Honestly, I like the ball second because, you know, Dio, I want to know what I need. And guess what? I get an extra down because I get to go for it on fourth down if I didn't get it on third down. And see, that was the difference because
And Kyle scored a 2-point conversion as well.
And exactly because Kyle Shanahan, he took the field goal. But had he needed to know he needed a touchdown, he's going for it. So I would have because the game doesn't end if I score a touchdown. It's not like the old rules in regulation. In regulation, you score a touchdown, game's over. But in the postseason, everybody's going to get a possession. So scoring first does not matter. I would have deferred because I need to know what Patrick Mahomes did, and so now I get an opportunity to either match or exceed what he did.
I will say this, number one, this particular situation is a smear on the entire organization.
It is.
And let me tell you why. Number one, you're the coach, Kyle Shanahan. It's your job to make sure you articulate what the situation is, that your players know all the rules they need to know. That's number one. Number two, hold the players accountable. Last time I checked, you can read.
Yes.
And aware of the circumstances of an offensively post-Super Bowl talking about the
advantage. And I'm shocked that Kyle, who I think the world of and who was in an overtime Super Bowl, didn't have that team prepared, at least for the knowledge of it. And the fact that those are veteran players.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. Dak going for it, and he fumbles. Brilliant recovery with the Lowe's app.
He always delivers.
And so does the Lowe's app. In-store, online, our Lowe's team has you covered.
Shannon, let me.
He blew a 2-point lead. I remember. I remember. I don't think I'm surprised Shedeur Sanders was undrafted in the first round either, because leadership, maturity, key intangibles in the quarterback position, and I do agree that he's used to getting hit. He had a bad offensive line, so in a way, I think Shedeur Sanders can handle the NFL in that he's dealt with a very bad offensive line, and he knows how to get rid of the ball and get wet. So the NFL executives are obviously looking at the character and the maturity side of Shedeur Sanders, and you'll have to obviously see if he does get drafted, just what kind of quarterback he'll be in the NFL. That Colorado offensive line is terrible. And what if an NFL semi-competent offensive line was better than any offensive line he had at Colorado? So from that regard, it is worthy to take Shedeur Sanders as a project quarterback. Not as someone who's going to win instantly, but someone who's a project quarterback. Maturity issues, he's not coddled by his dad. He's got to grow up because his dad is not the head coach on his team anymore. So there's something that's keeping him from getting drafted. But if you had literally zero quarterback, this guy is worthy of being a project. Shedeur Sanders should get taken off the board by the second round. Someone will take a chance on him. Someone will take a chance. He's a former son of a NFL legend, Super Bowl winner, Deion Sanders. Shedeur Sanders is going to surely be drafted. In my view, I think he will get drafted in the second round. Tomorrow, he will get drafted. There's been a lot said about this kid, but I think he can, from what I've seen at Colorado, he can handle getting whacked by NFL players. In the NFL, it's about stepping up and throwing and getting whacked under pressure, and that's basically what he did at Colorado. So I think it's a chess match where they don't want to be seen as drafting this guy and he fails in the first round. But if he's in the second, third round, someone's going to take a chance on him because the potential is there. Many college quarterbacks, when they play for these elite teams like Alabama, they don't get whacked every other play. See, they have great pass protection almost all the time. And when I look at Shedeur Sanders, that's a little bit of adversity that he dealt with, and it's something that he can handle. So where are the Dallas Cowboys on the draft board? Where are the Dallas Cowboys on the draft board? I like my team's draft pick. I'm talking about the Cardinals. The Raiders draft pick, I think, is stupid given the current trend for running backs. Cardinals are terrible to defend the run, so I did like our draft pick. Cincinnati Bengals got a tight end. I got a defensive end. I still like the Bengals for the Super Bowl. There's a lot of noise with Trey Hendrickson, but then he never got traded, did he? He's still with the Bengals, so this is going to work out. Trey Hendrickson hasn't gotten traded yet, so this is going to work out. Hendrickson is stuck on the Bengals. It's going to work out because Hendrickson, the kid, not Burrow, but Chase, yeah, the guy good. The tight end, they got good. Lots of toys to go around on that offense. 1 minute ago, Yahoo News. Article will not load. But yeah, there's so much for the trade of Trey Hendrickson. I think he's a retard. I think you should wait 1 more year. The money's great. But the articles are not voting on Yahoo Sports, so hang in there. Hang in there. If anyone can win with the 31st ranked defense, it's that motherfucker Joe Burrow. This guy's a motherfucking G. He's got bad old lines, man. This guy's if he does so without the support, he's a fucking legend. And my NBA playoff bracket is correct because every pick is going correct. I don't know what tiebreakers are determined if I go 15 for 15. Picking playoff rounds. Still, the honor of going 15 for 15 would be tremendous. And I like to see where my bracket stacks up with the rest of them when the final tally is decided. The finals, the semifinal, conference semifinal, all that good stuff. You don't draft the running back in the first round. Pete Carroll is a fossil. God, they could have got this guy in the second round, I guarantee you. The Raiders don't know what the hell they're doing. There's no quarterback. I mean, Geno Smith. You know what you want to call me, a hater? Running backs can be drafted in the second round. Oh my God. Oh, some running back from Boise State. Someone else going to select him. Sure, bud, sure. Sure, Sherlock, sure. God, we suck. We have no quarterback. We have not replaced Derek Carr. This is the biggest need. Oh, we're a joke. Oh, my God. Mark Davis, who can't get a freaking haircut. And now one will spatter on the penny. The screw you. We're gonna win the game tomorrow. We stuck ass. We're not gonna win the game tomorrow. To win the game. I'm about winning. First and foremost, about wins. I'm about serving a can of whip ass to everyone. I ain't about making friends. I'm about winning championships. That's what I'm about. Sensei, ease up on the wine now. You ain't talking to a G-ass motherfucker like that. You talking to Big Baller T. That's who you talking to. Ah! We should win the game tomorrow. We should. We should win the game. Timberwolves are a bunch of fuck-ass trash. You guys disgust me. I will destroy every one of you. We need to win this in 5 for Kobe. For Kobe! And I like Kobe because he beat the loser Phoenix Suns all the time. My team. This guy, 13 pick, and drafted by Charlotte, and he made his NBA debut against the T-Wolves. Man, gotta beat this team. Gotta win the series in 5. It's that Kobe energy that makes people believe you're gonna win in 5. It's the Kobe energy. Do they know Kobe made his debut against the Wolves? Is what I'd like to know. Do they know he made his NBA debut against the Timberwolves? Yeah, see, that's the Kobe energy we're talking about. And we had you guys in the play-in, and now you're in the first round. And that's the team Kobe made his debut against. So I know NBA screaming Kobe anytime they can get. They're a bunch of losers anyways. What makes you think we're losing against you bunch of scrubs? Huh? You all disgust me. We're kicking their ass in 5, 6 games. Prove me otherwise. We're gonna whip their ass. regardless of what happens in Game 3. We've won the series. I welcome the trolls. I welcome the haters. I welcome the hitting bombs. I welcome the flames. It's going to be a dope-ass live commentary tomorrow. There'll be no panic if the Lakers lose the game. There'll be no panic whatsoever. It's basically, serve me a bigger can of whip that. We beat you in 3 straight games. The Game 4 and the Game 6 on the road. I mean, we gotta win this basketball game tomorrow. If you really want to drink, I think I drink organic. Win the game. You're gonna win the fucking game tomorrow night. Do the business. There's no reason why we should lose tomorrow. There's no reason why we should lose the game tomorrow. Yeah, mate? There's no reason why. We're gonna win the game. We ain't gonna fuck around and find out. We're not gonna win the game. It's over. Thank goodness. If we lose the game tomorrow, then you motherfucker, oh my God. Oh, I'm gonna win the game tomorrow. It's not war at this point. We're gonna win the game. This should not happen until we face the Thunder or the Celtics. Get ahead of this team! Totally! This shouldn't happen until we play the Warriors or the Thunder or the Celtics. This is a real test to the testament of this championship run. We're not going to be down 2-1 every round. Come on! We're going to win the game. I know we will. Yeah, take care of business. We will. We shut these bombs down in Game 2. Let's give these bombs the misery they gave. Let's go. And there we go.